Here it is. The latest copy of the OR schedule. Head off to the presses. You're a lifesaver, thank you. Remember that next time I hit you up for a raise.
We really appreciate you coming in on such short notice.
It's been good for me. It's almost managing to help me keep my mind off my problems at home. Have you heard from Jay? Oh, thank you.
Monica, I just wanted to let you know I'm leaving for the boys' open house.
Ah, did you find someone to cover the clinic?
Yes, Yank said to keep an eye on things for me.
Good.
Well, I'm glad things worked out.
I'm sure you are. It's just one less problem for you to have to deal with.
There's no problem dealing with my son, Alan.
Finding the time to deal with him seems to be a problem for you, Monica.
Look, you know I would be at that open house if I could possibly be.
I hope that your sons know that.
They will know that. I will explain it to them, and I will make it up to them.
Well, I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Both Jason and Alan Jr. are used to you disappointing them.
Excuse me, I have a phone call to make.
I'm sorry you had to hear that. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, I'm very used to that sort of treatment from Alan. Monica, I'm sure Alan didn't mean all the things he just said. Oh, no, he didn't. He meant all of them, and the unfortunate part is lots of them are true. Come on, what are you talking about? You're a wonderful mother. Who doesn't have time to spend with her children? Well, so what? They've got Stella and Lila when you're not there. Oh, yeah, they do. They have Stella and Lila. But that doesn't make up for having a full-time mother. I'm sure Alan never expected you to give up your career. No, I don't think he did. I think he knows how important my work is. Well, that's half the battle. Yeah, that is half the battle, Lottie. Listen, you have a surrogate mother. You and Jake are going to have a child. I hope you know. I hope you are ready to deal with all the guilt feelings that you're going to have by being a working mother. To tell you the truth, I don't know if I'm ever even going to have to face that issue. Gretchen's trying to back out on it. What? What happened? Gretchen has decided that she wants more money because it's taking her longer to get pregnant than she anticipated. Wait a minute. I mean, that's part of the deal. I mean, there's no guarantee for an immediate conception. That's exactly what I tried to tell her. Well, is there a problem with money? Dr. Please call Dr. We don't have it. In oncology. Well, would you consider letting me loan you some? Oh, Monica. I mean, no, we can't. It's very generous of you. Dr. Madam, please call the way we see it is if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Yeah, well, that's fine, Bobby. I mean, that's very realistic, but I'm sure that doesn't make it easier to deal with. No, but it doesn't look at this point as though we're going to have a choice. But, you know, with all that's been going on the last few days and not being able to find Jake, it's made me realize how really important he is to me. When you do find him, make sure he knows that, okay? I'll tell him. Good. I have to go home in my car. I don't want to miss this call. I'd never forgive myself. Hurry up. Hello?
Felicia?
Jake, where are you?
New York City.
He's in New York City. What happened?
I got hit over the head. I'm in some hospital room.
He got hit over the head. He's in a hospital room. Are you all right?
Aside from the splitting headache, I'm fine. Is Bobby there?
I know she had to go to work, but she's been crazy with worry for
Honey,
you.
could I please talk to Jake? Jake, it's Frisco. What is this about you getting hit over the head?
There's not much I can tell you about it. Lucy went into the airport ladies' room. When she didn't come out, I went in after her. Somebody hit me over the damn head. I came to. I was in this hospital room, and I don't know where the hell she is.
I'll send out an interstate APB.
Look, I'm checking out of here tomorrow. I was kind of hoping that you could fly down here and meet me, and we could try and pick up Lucy's trail from here.
All right, I'll be there first thing in the morning. In the meantime, I want to make sure the NYPD's looking for her. I can't really leave her until Anna gets back from Duke's parole hearing anyway.
Is that today?
Don't worry about it. Talk to Brett Madison, and he's representing Duke right now. We should be hearing something real soon.
As you can see from the copies of letters of recommendation, Mr. Lavery has proven to be an exemplary resident of our institution. And as I wrote in my letter, I wholeheartedly recommend to the board that you approve his parole.
Well, thank you, Ward. Mr. Madison, is there anything else you'd care to tell the board before it makes its decision?
My client's record stands on its own merit. He saved former Police Commissioner Scopio's life, and he was instrumental in breaking the mob's stronghold on Port Charles. True, he made a few mistakes in getting involved with these people in the first place. But Mr. Lavery realized the situation had to change, and he put his foot down, risking his own life in the process.
The documents you prepared are very thorough, Mr. Madison. I don't think any of us will have any trouble in seeing that Mr. Lavery has already made a strong effort to change.
I don't think that's enough. This isn't about making an effort. We have an obligation to the people of this state. And I know they don't want criminals of this light on the streets. How's it going to look if he's released after only serving a few weeks of his sentence?
Mr. Lavery is no common street criminal. He was just another of the mob's many victims. You or I could have found ourselves in the same situation.
I doubt it. And I doubt if you and I would have wound up owning 6 nightclubs for the benefit of the mob either.
May I say something? Of course. I have made many mistakes. Two greatest mistakes I made in my life were letting the mob get a hold of me and not putting a stop to it sooner than I did. There are 3 things you must consider before you grant parole. The first is a clear understanding and admission of my guilt. The second is an examination of my prison record. And the third area is my rehabilitation and plans for the future. Now, it seems to me that this is the one area we've scarcely covered. I plan to repay my debt in full to the people and to the state. I also plan to get married and raise a family. I have absolutely no intention of jeopardizing my family or its reputation. I've been very, very lucky. I'm surrounded by some wonderful people. These people they've gone out on a limb for me more than once. I've no intention of ever letting them down. Not ever.
Thank you, Mr. Lavery. Mr. Madison, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, sir. I think Mr. Lavery very, very eloquently summarized his case. Nothing more I could add.
The guard will escort you into the corridor while we deliberate. It should only take a few minutes.
Thank you.
What do they decide?
Nothing yet. They've asked us to wait outside while they make up their minds.
How does it look?
I think Duke has a very good chance of making parole.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. They didn't seem to be too convinced by me. A couple of them gave you a hard time, but that's to be expected. I think you may have changed their minds in that closing speech. Now, you've not to set your hopes too high. You could be in for major disappointment.
I can't believe after all this they'll keep you in here.
Duke, Brett, I need you back inside. They've reached their decision. Duke.
What happened?
I think Duke should be the one to tell you.
Well?
I'm free.
I
don't think Duke shared your confidence. Should have seen his face when the parole board gave him the news.
I'm very happy for you, Duke. For both of you.
Thank you, Committee. And not only did the board grant your brother parole, but they gave him special permission to go to Canada with you to bury Mr. Mackay. That's right.
I'm very grateful. Father would have wanted Duke to be there.